Now, before I begin, you already know, man, this fight, I said it, man, by the time it was even like in round three, this fight's going to be controversial. This fight's going to be controversial. Round one, I had it for the man, what's his name? Jezrell Corrales. By the way, this is a post-fight review for Jezrell Corrales defending his WBA super featherweight title against, um, what's the kid's name? Robinson Castellano. Now, Robinson Castellano, of course, is a guy who got this shot because he beat Gamboa. This fight was probably going to be Gamboa versus the man Jezreel Corrales. But the man Jezreel Corrales in the first early rounds, I had him winning. He was the one being the patient fighter in there, being patient and kind of being also just reading his Castellano. Castellano was in there trying to throw body shots from the beginning, and they're also trying to be patient. But there were close rounds the first two, but I thought the man, what's his name? Jezreel Corrales won the first two rounds. But round three, I did give it to Castellano. He did land. That was his best round so far in the first three rounds. He landed some nice uppercuts and some left hooks in there, and he was just being the more aggressive fighter. And the guy Corrales, he looked like he wasn't looking as strong as in the first two rounds, although I did think he did some good work in the third round. He did throw his left hand in there, and occasionally was even looking like he kind of switched his stances, like in between punches. So it was real hard for him to for Castellano to gauge his fighter in there. But both of these fighters are awkward. But I had that round for the man Castellano. But round four, man, Robinson Castellano drops this guy 2 times. I couldn't believe it. Although this guy's hit the canvas 4 times prior to tonight, so that makes it 6 total for his career. But the man got dropped in the first round, in the fourth round. He got dropped with a left hook over the top, and it put him on the canvas. And then the other knockdown was a kind of uppercut, an uppercut straight down the pipe from a jab uppercut. Put the man Jezreel Corrales on the canvas. You know what I mean? So the man Castellano now has won the round three, and he's won round four, a 10-7 round. You know what I'm saying? And I had Castellano winning round five again, too. He was there making the man miss shots. He was being the awkward fighter, throwing body shots. These rounds that we talking about, every single round, I'm trying to tell y'all, if you've seen this fight, were close rounds. It was a phone booth type of fight. Sometimes they were fighting from distance, but the man Jezreel Corrales was the counterpuncher in there, who was the patient fighter. He was waiting for Castellano to throw them wide hooks and wide right hooks and left hooks, and he would be the patient counterpuncher throwing the left. But round seven, I had that for Castellano. Round six, I had it for the man Jezreel Corrales. But what was it? I think round 8 and 9, I had the man Castellano coming. I'm sorry, I'm Jezreel Corrales coming on strong. And by the way, there was blood from round two. There was an accidental headbutt. You know what I'm saying? And it split the man's forehead open. Jezreel Corrales. I'm sorry, Robinson Castellano's forehead open, and then the man Jezreel Corrales also had a cut above his right eye. He also had a cut above his right eye. Those came from punches, not no headbutts. So there was blood from both fighters, you know what I mean? But there was a gash coming upon under the man Castellano's left eye from, I think, around the seventh. I'm sorry, his right eye from around the seventh round. And the man Jezreel Corrales, he was pounding that left hand, throwing that left hand, and he was landing beautifully in the rounds he was winning. But then in round 10, 30 seconds into round 10, the man Jezreel Corrales catches the man Robinson Castellano with a headbutt, a kind of flinging headbutt, and it opens up that gash that he opened up in the seventh round, and the doctors looked at it, and they had to stop the fight. So the fight immediately went to the scorecard, to the judges' scorecards, and I had the fight 95-94 in favor of the man Jezreel Corrales. You know what I'm saying? That's how I had the fight. And although it could have gone either way, man, some of these rounds were very tough to score. This fight right here, man, I said, yo, if this belt was a WBC belt, then this guy Jezreel, what's his name, would have won the fight, Robinson Castellano. But if this fight was but this fight is a WBA title fight, you know what I'm saying? And this guy's Panamanian, and the WBA is the sanctioning body's based out of Panama. It's going to be real controversial. And I felt that the man Castellano might have got the nod because, you know, he's a Mexican fighter in LA. But they gave the victory for the man Jezrell Corrales, you know what I'm saying? They had the scorecard 94-94 draw, and I think like 95, like 96-90. Man, I can't even remember them scorecards, man. It's, you know, I'm doing this video a little late, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit late to the party. Watched this fight a couple hours ago, but man, this fight right here deserves a rematch in my opinion, you know what I mean? If you had the man Castellano win it, because the 10th round, you had to score it. And that particular 10th round, man, I just had to give it to the man Corrales, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought, you know, he was the more aggressive fighter, and he was the one who had the dude on the ropes, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if it could go either way, man. I ain't mad at anybody who got it for Castellano, although I thought he deserved to win the fight because the punch stats show he won this fight in every facet. But like I said, them phone booth fights, toughest fights to score, you know what I mean? B Marsh Boxing, let me know who you guys had winning this fight. Good fight, deserves a rematch in my opinion. And I think Jezrell Corrales escaped with a victory. He could have easily lost this fight, you know what I mean? B Marsh Boxing, let me know who you guys had winning this fight. Peace.